Macca's Guides.
Hey everyone, Macca here, continuing with Resident Evil 4 Remake. This is the Collectibles guide, hopping on board on chapter 12. Near the very beginning of the chapter, you'll take an elevator up. At the top of the elevator, walk forward, and you'll notice a small key on the desk, so we'll grab that. Additionally, in this room, you can find two merchant requests, which are the Jewel Thief and the Disgrace of the Salazar family. These are also great clues to let you know that there is some backtracking coming up. Do not ride the cart to the clock tower yet. Instead, we'll be backtracking pretty much everywhere we've been since Chapter 8, starting off with the throne room, which is from the ballroom to the very end of the area. And once inside the throne room, go up the stairs and turn to the right. Here you'll find a device where you can use your cube to open it up and find the gold chicken egg treasure inside. Now this treasure is decent on its own, but we actually specifically need it for the merchant request, which takes place in this room. Go to your inventory and equip the golden egg. Now that you have that, go and throw this egg at the painting of the Salazar family on the other side of the throne room to complete this merchant request. That should do it. Now we're going to backtrack in the complete opposite direction. Go through the courtyard and then go out the back end of the courtyard towards the merchant. Here you'll be able to find a bird sitting on top of this ledge. It can be a little bit hard to see, but you should be able to see it. There is a little bit of a paint outline on it. And if you shoot down the little nest, you'll be able to find a scratched emerald that falls down. Take this emerald through the door to the merchant and then sell the scratched emerald to complete the Jewel Thief request.
This is what I'm talking about.
After that, head back to the courtyard and then take the stairs towards the castle defense walls. This is where Chapter 8 took place, but now we have a small key that we can use. So make your way down here, watch out for the enemies, and in this first kind of barracks, I'm not really sure what it's called, go through the door, inside, to the right, and behind the ladder, you'll be able to find that locked drawer. Use your small key on this drawer to find the Ornate Beetle inside. So now we're finally done backtracking through the castle area, and we can now head back to the ballroom merchant and take the gondola across towards the clock tower. There's a bunch of things that are going to happen in this clock tower. It's kind of a vital moment of the game. But inside you can find Castellan number 12 by heading inside, watching out for the enemies, and going to the far left corner of the room to easily spot it hanging out. Additionally, in this room on this floor, you can find a treasure chest close to the door that you entered from, but just behind some debris, and inside finding a gold bar. At this point, you can start ascending the clock tower slowly. After about one rotation of the spiral stairs, look above your head. You'll notice a container that you can shoot down, revealing Alexandrite inside. We've now reached the top of the clock tower. Do not ride the elevator yet. You would have dodged a couple of these metal balls with spikes on them on the way up. And once you reach the top, there are two collectibles you want to grab before getting on the elevator. So from the lever that drops the balls, you can come up on this balcony. There's a treasure chest, and inside you can find the mirror with pearls and rubies. Then from here you can drop down. This will get you a checkpoint, and you can unlock the treasure chest with the extravagant clock inside. At this point, we're going to grab the capacity compliance achievement / trophy for reaching the top of the clock tower without any enemies getting on top of the elevator. And what you'll need here is some really decent weapons and some decent aim as well. You'll need a lot of ammo too, so if you are completely low on ammo, you may have some trouble here. But there are going to be two of the kind of large red enemies with the crimson lanterns. Those are going to be a priority when they spawn at the very beginning and about halfway through. There's going to be a lot of explosive barrels as well that you can shoot, but our goal here is to make sure that enemies don't get too close to us. And after taking out the first Crimson Lantern enemy, there will be an archer we can take out. We can then use an explosive to take out 2 more enemies. And then it starts getting a little bit more crowded near the halfway point here. And I'm going to switch to my shotgun so that I can basically one-hit at all the enemies as it gets too crowded and these enemies quickly jump towards the clock tower elevator, and if they mount you, then you cannot get this achievement or trophy. If they do get on your elevator, just pause the game and reload the last checkpoint and try again. This one took me about 5 to 10 attempts. After taking out the second Crimson Lantern enemy, watch out for 2 specific enemies here. Way up high, they'll climb the ladders and then try to jump down at you from above. So it can be very easy to lose at this point. Make sure you don't let enemies climb the ladder when possible, and take out the enemies at the top of that ladder whenever you can. Otherwise here, switch to something that's going to do a lot of damage really quickly, like a shotgun or even a magnum. If you're really struggling, you can try to go back to the merchant before you ride the elevator to upgrade some of your weapons or buy better weapons. But if you're able to reach the top and you haven't been boarded on the elevator, the achievement or trophy should unlock. If it doesn't, reload the autosave. You then make your way to the outside of the clock tower, and this will be our final treasure for the castle area. So you'll navigate across this scaffolding, which does crack a little bit, so you'll need to crouch. There will be enemies firing at you. If you have a long distance weapon, you can take them out. But after you get halfway through the scaffolding, look up and to your left to find a container, shoot it down to find the yellow diamond inside, hopefully unlocking your achievement or trophy. Last but not least, for Chapter 12, we're going to grab the You Talk Too Much achievement/trophy for throwing a grenade into Ramon Salazar's mouth. So this is the final boss battle of Chapter 12. So you will need at least 1 grenade, but I believe you can loot one just before this fight, or you can craft one in your inventory. But what you're waiting for is for the boss to attack you up close and personal. They'll open their mouth, and then you have to throw and connect the grenade. This should unlock the achievement or trophy. For some reason, I still died here, but it unlocked without a problem. Thanks for watching. Special thanks to everyone on Patreon for supporting the show, and I'll see you soon. Peace.